Oh, hey, all right, everybody. Kyle, you got a copy over there.
Yes, sir. How you doing tonight, KK?
Good, man. Running a little behind schedule, but we were able to get on here. We had a problem with getting people on the track, so only like 20 drivers a night, which is, it's okay. It's better than last season. Last season, they had 16 drivers on the track. We got 167 laps here, 250 miles. One set of tires on the car, 5 additional in the pits, 13 gallons. We're looking at a 44-lap fuel window. Last season's winner was Cody Dorsey, won by 7 seconds. We had 2 cautions last year, and we had 6 different leaders. Race duration was 1 hour and 27 minutes. And Kyle Klink, which is haven't raced this season, I believe, led 109 laps. So that was your Texas race from last week, and some things to look forward to going into tonight's race. Okay. Also, wanted to show you guys the standings here after week number 4 from Dover. Caleb Elswick up 8 points over Kyle Schmitz, so everybody keep an eye on that one. Dan Baroni up to Presidente, up to 3rd. Joshua Smits missing that one race, up to 4th position. Cody Dorsey 39 points behind. Looking down to your cut line, though, Calvin Smith minus 49, should be a lot higher. Hasn't finished well in these races there, Kyle. And people like Derek Riley, Dakota Bly, Kyle K-Dub taking advantage of that. Guys below the cut, starting with Michael Boone and Dusty Summers, had some great chances. Same thing with Jason Bottoms. Was in the right spots at the wrong spots at the right time for Bottoms, as he's had some incidents. So if he can clean that stuff up, look for him to move his way up into the cut line. And taking a look at that top 20, and we'll move on and take a look at your other boys there filling up the back of the pack there, and that's Aiden Pergande, Rusty. Okay, thank you. Let's see, Robert Weevil, Jake Williams Jr., Dan Stocktero, Jimmy Dodd, and William Gay going to fill out your rest of your drivers right now. But Kyle, are you ready to take us for a ride around Texas?
Yeah, let me get out there and just give you guys a quick rundown. They are qualifying, so I don't want to put down any heaters or anything, but I'll give you an idea on the track itself.
Okay.
So one of the things that people are going to have to worry about is pit lane exit. As you're going around the corner, there is a nice little bump a little bit to the inside as soon as you're getting ready to cross that line. So if you get too close, car's going to hop. It's going to kick out the rear end, so they're definitely going to have to worry about that. But if they come all the way out here, they should be all right. And so for these guys putting down their qualifying lap, they're going to want to get a good run, pretty much wide open throttle through turn 3 and 4, cut down, keep that momentum going, stay out wide to the wall, and then cut it into the right on the edge of the grass. And then here, for a heater lap, downshift right away, get that nose planted, easy on, and then back on it nice and hard. Shift here, and then here, 3 and 4, they can actually go wide open throttle all the way through this corner. I am going to back it down so I don't come anywhere near qualifying. And during the race, what you're going to see a lot of is guys moving up. You're going to see a lot of guys that are going to move up somewhere in like the 2nd, 3rd lane, right about here, keeping the left side tires on that black. That way they can get a nice run out of here. It doesn't wear out the front right tire. And then again, on this side, you're going to have guys that are all over the place because it is wide open. But once you start getting a little bit later into the run, you're going to see a lot of guys that are going to move up to the top just to save on that right front tire as well. So that's a quick little run around the track without actually running around the track.
Right on. Well, hey, Kyle, thank you for that. We're here for the Burlington Cafe 250, so shout out there to our favorite cafe owner out there, Kim in Burlington, West Virginia. Thank you for serving up some of the most delicious homemade sausage gravy this side of the Mississippi. So, Kim, shout out to you and sponsoring a lot of the races this year and most of the races. So appreciate you and also everyone else out there. This is going to be New Texas. We're at New Texas. Is that right, Kyle? I'm pretty sure I double-checked that.
You know, I believe it It feels like New Texas, even though I believe it was Legacy that it was supposed to be. So I'm not quite sure, but it feels like New Texas.
Okay, and I also want to shout out that we have some special themes tonight. It's sports themed out here for the drivers. So things to keep intact here is we're going to take, if I can get some close-ups of some drivers before they disappear. But qualifying is over. We're going to go ahead and get Mr. Nelms out here for the invocation. So if we all could please bow our heads.
Heavenly Father, we thank you tonight for all your blessings. You said in all things give thanks. So we want to thank you tonight for these mighty machines that you brought before us. Thank you for the Dodges and the Toyotas. Thank you for the Fords. And most of all, we thank you for Roush and Yates partnering to give us the power that we see before us tonight. Thank you for GM Performance Technology and the R07 engines. Thank you for Sunoco Racing Fuel and Goodyear tires that bring performance and power to the track. Lord, I want to thank you for my smoking hot wife tonight, Lisa, and my 2 children, Eli and Emma, or as we like to call them, the little E's. Lord, I pray you bless the drivers and use them tonight. May they put on a performance worthy of this great track. In Jesus' name, boogity, 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 amen.
All right, amen. Glad to be here on this Thursday night with everyone tuning in. Appreciate you guys being here. This is the Burlington Cafe 250, presented by the Burlington Cafe Quantum Contender Series. Also wanted to give a big shout out to a couple of our sponsors here before we get this thing right going there, Kyle. So let me, if I can get over there to that, our ad run. And I want to give a shout out to our B&B Diecast, bbdiecast.com, Instagram, B&B Diecast, also Facebook. But check out their new website. It's live. Lots of pre-orders going on over there. They're excited to announce they're joining us for this season 3, as they're going to be a season-long sponsor, specialize in Lynott diecast. And make sure you guys use code QCS for all the special offers, free shipping and no sales tax in many areas. Pre-orders coming on diecast all over the place. And all these purchases just go towards helping out this league, pay for all the cool things you see that Cody and all the boys are doing. But we got a pair of Cowboy fans out there on the front row there, Kyle. If I'm looking correctly, let's see if we can get a better shot at some of these paint jobs. Oh, that's real close. Check out that Cowboys car, and we'll get the couple shots here of these guys. And then Cody Dorsey running that other Cowboys car. Oh, we got a Seattle Mariners back there. Sim and Destroy number 3, Calvin's new paint job. Rusty's running the same deal there. Derek Riley, shout out to his late friend, Tyler Ritchie. Jason Baum's running that Seattle Mariners paint job. Kyle Smith's got the My Mom's Addiction. Joshua Smith's running Schmitty Shots. Love that name. Next Level Dumpsters. There's Dusty. Aiden Pergande got the number 25 Alienware. Ride the Dentes riding again. Carolina Panthers, number 31, Wilson there. Brandon Newton with the Childhood Cancer Awareness car. Dakota Blight and the Carolina Hurricanes. Hopefully we see them in the playoffs. Mike Marshall, that 5150 skate shop. K-Dub running that nice black paint job he always wears. And also, this was a shout from Scott Kerber. This is a special Minnesota Wild. Got the Iowa out there with the breast cancer awareness along with it. Heck, Scott told me. Iowa Wild Hockey and the breast cancer awareness theme. His sister was diagnosed with breast cancer this week, so just shout out there to you, Scott. We're thinking about you as a lot of family members and families out there affected by those type of things. But we're ready to get this thing green flag racing here at Texas. We're scheduled for 167 laps. That makes 267 miles, and here we go again. We got two of the main guys up the front here, battling out. Calvin Smith, always a front runner. I thought I saw two Dallas Cowboy fans out there, but guess I was wrong. Or might have got a back of the line penalty there, I think is what happened there to Caleb.
Yep. Caleb's going to be at the back of the pack. He is definitely rocking the Dallas Cowboys. And, I will say, as somebody from Iowa originally, that is one good-looking Iowa Wild car.
Yeah, I almost said Minnesota Wild. I know that's their affiliate. Oh, as we got Schmitz down into the grass. Kyle Schmitz trying to take a shortcut there through the Texas infield.
Taking a wild line, huh?
Yeah, speaking of the Iowa Wild. All right, so Kyle, I think I said 44 laps. I was thinking for pit stops. Let me get that written down.
There's a lot of good-looking cars out there tonight.
Yeah, all the guys showing up big here as Rusty runs a fastest lap. There's Dusty Summers putting up another quick lap. The Calvin Smith right now, your leader, something that we are getting used to seeing quite a bit here from Calvin. Side-by-side action there with Dusty Summers and Joshua Schmitz in the number 2, changing that paint job up a little bit to the, is there door-to-door bumping through the quad oval there. All right, getting a little single file here, early here in Texas. Lots of different lines to run. I personally like running the high side in 1 and 2. Honestly, I look for where the rubber isn't here at Texas. I feel like that was something that helped me when I ran here a couple weeks ago. I was just trying to find the clean part of the track where most grip was. So that was something I kept an eye out for as we got Derek Riley now taking that high side, trying to catch up on the backstretch here.
Got Calvin got a little loose coming out of 2. Cody Dorsey's got a good run on his inside.
Cody Dorsey, last season's winner here. I believe that was season 1. But Cody, no stranger to victory lane here at Texas, had a 7-second lead over the field. So let's see if he has any of that magic left over here in the Lone Star State.
Yeah, so you brought up racing a couple weeks ago at Texas, and I remember, well, I want to forget the finish of that race, but I remember seeing you run up top, and I made that adjustment, and it picked up some time, especially late in my run. So I feel like we're going to see some guys that are going to be doing that fairly early in this one.
Yeah, I'm just really curious to see the night race, see if the temperatures change that line, if it's going to make it viable or even better than it was. But time will tell. Oh, as the 5 goes a little hard there into that corner, that's Jason Bottoms trying to recover there from that.
Calvin's struggling off of 2. He's gotten loose, I think, the last 3 or 4 laps in a row.
There goes Dusty putting some dirty air on Calvin there mid-pack, and now the 2's on the outside of Calvin as Calvin's now leading spots back. Calvin finds himself in P4 right now, and Derek Riley trying to make him go down there. Now let's take an eye here on Calvin, see if he can get turn 2 here under control. I think he's just trying to put too much wheel or acceleration down there off the exit of 2. Gonna lose that he's just not getting the run off of 2 as he wants. There he goes, maybe losing another spot. No, Derek Riley into the wall.
Ooh,
off the outer
close.
barrier wall, hangs on to it, does not get into that number 3 car. And looking behind him, there's Rusty Rafferty trying to push the issue. As Rusty,
No, Calvin.
Calvin again loose. Yep, Kyle, you called it out. All eyes on Calvin as he hangs on to it. And there goes Bottoms down on the inside, trying to make a pass down the backstretch. As Calvin Smith now back 4 spots already early into this race at lap 9.
Yeah, I'm watching his in-car here, and he's downshifting at the right spot, but he's getting in a little bit deeper than he should be, and it's causing his car to wash.
Yeah, we'll go on board with you there, Kyle. Keep an eye on when he enters 1 and 2 here, sees if he can find anything. Take a look at that. Gear shifting down very early. Now he's running that mid line, not going down to that white line, getting a little better exit. So hopefully old Calvin Smith there getting it dialed in. All right, Cody Dorsey out to half a second lead at this moment. Joshua Smith's going to fill in P2. Dusty Summers in 3. Derek Riley, Rusty Rafferty going to pick up your top 5.
Yeah, I'm thinking that with Calvin, he's just not comfortable with somebody out. And sounds like we got a caution.
Caution is out. I think it might be Aiden. Aiden looks like there might be some issues there. Brandon there's getting this thing figured out. But we are under yellow here, early yellow here at Texas. Let's see if we can take a look at what happened here.
See what we got here.
Oh,
So Aiden up top. So far, so good coming through 1 and 2. Oh, we just had a car down low. The 07 Clay Powell, it looks like. He lost it coming off of pit road exit and collected into the side of Aiden, and then looks like the 28 got collected.
Yeah, you're right, Kyle. 7 just the back end, comes back up the track, collects Aiden, hits him right into the left rear. Major damage there for the 25. 25 slides back down in front of the track. Kyle Schmidt's going by. Oh my gosh, and Vols there gets just clear of getting collected as the 25, they're having a tough time. And the 07, they're also getting collected. But Pregandi going to definitely have some damage as we go back live. Oh, the 30. Oh, I just missed the 34. Looks like he got on the brakes kind of hard. I might have nosed it into the wall there.
Oh, the 28 did miss all of it. He was, yeah, I just went back and watched it again. So the 07 was not on pit road. He just got loose coming out of 2, and it went low and tail whipped and spun him right back up into the 25.
You know, what happened to the 34 there, Kyle, if you could take a look?
Yeah, so 34,
I just saw him grab the brake real hard. I don't know if anything happened to him or not.
Yeah, so it looks like the 34, he,
K-Dub.
Oop, there we go. Got to hit the right buttons here. And it looks like he just came in hot and didn't realize it. Yeah, he gets on the brakes, and just locks up the rear.
Yeah, there you can see him in the black car, top left. Oh, and he hits 07 after the fact. There it goes. That's why the 28 came down low. Oh man.
Yeah, good heads-up driving there.
By one,
Brandon Newton.
Yeah, Brandon Newton. All right, Dylan Lewis is going to get that lucky dog. So number 17 is going to get a spot back. Pace car lights are on, and let's see if we got some time. I think I do. They'll be going one time around. Let's do another little ad run here real quick for some of our sponsors that we're very lucky to have. Tonight's Quantum Contender Series is proudly fueled by Burlington Cafe, where the only thing smoother than your racing line is the gravy. Seriously, if you're in Burlington, West Virginia, and you haven't tried their homemade gravy sausage yet, you're blowing the corner in life. We're talking fresh coffee, made-to-order breakfast, and gravy so good it might cause an unscheduled pit stop. Start your day like a pole winner or recover like you just hit the wall in lap 2. Either way, pull into the Burlington Cafe and refuel the right way. Burlington Cafe, serving up gravy one ladle at a time. Tonight's Quantum Contender Series is powered by Precision, brought to you by Quantum Bearing Science. These aren't your average bearings. Built with advanced materials and engineered for real performance, Quantum bearings are made to roll faster, last longer, and stay smooth under pressure. Bearings designed for the way you skate, push smarter. So whether you're chasing speed on the pavement or chasing wins on the track, upgrade your ride with Quantum. All right, special thanks to Quantum Bearings and Burlington Cafe for putting on these awesome races and bringing this available to us as B&B Diecast, another great partner, lucky to have on board here. Remember to use code QCS as they hit the Echo Park restart zone. Cody Dorsey going to bring them along, and here we go, rocking and rolling. Green flag racing lap 14. We're back at it again here from Texas. Cars getting real. You got to watch that exit off of 2 right now, Kyle. You called it out earlier with Calvin, but I can definitely see some issues there with those cars. Definitely getting a little loose off of 2.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if the cooler temperatures are just
maybe the tires not getting up in temp. Yeah.
Yep. I'm looking at the track temp and looks like
the 5, the 66 get involved. That's Elswick. Elswick and Jason Bottoms are having a close call. And it's 3 wide now going into turn number 3. They're going to get it figured out 2 by 2 now. Jason Bottoms on the bottom. Kyle Schmidt's on the top line. Here comes Calvin Smith. Caleb Elswick pushing the issue. Going underneath the 26 of Rusty Rafferty.
Front of the pack, they singled out. Pretty 0.3 of a second gap with Dorsey to Joshua Schmitz.
All eyes on this fighter jet Blue Angels situation, or Thunderbirds, whatever you want to call it. These guys, Bottoms loose, go through the infield, and here he comes back up the track. Oh. Bottoms up to the outer wall, across the start. Oh, huge hit there, the Presidente, taking that Chili's car to go. Gonna have to use one of those fast repairs as we got another major wreck here at the front stretch at Texas.
And it's still going. A couple more guys wrecked going into turn 1. Right, let me get some replay action here.
All right, we're gonna go side by side so Kyle can show you what he's seeing, and I'll try to find some more stuff here with this yellow flag as we get set up to show you guys some of the action here that took place.
So Jason's loose coming out of 2, saves it, and the 4 guys around him got a good run. And let's see here. Yeah, it just kicked out from underneath. And the dreaded spin back to the outside wall. A couple guys
right there, he's losing it.
Yep.
Oh,
34 gets into the 24. The 17 checks up. The 33 doesn't even see him.
You say the 34 didn't see him?
33 didn't see
33.
him.
Oh, man. And then go to Scott. I think Scott might have got involved later on in that.
Yeah, go on board with the Presidente here. Yeah, so the 88's checking up. Can't see him, and all of a sudden he's right there. Just nowhere to go.
Yeah, and then the 34 getting into the back of the Carolina Hurricanes car as he was checking up for that accident. Unfortunate there for
17 comes back up and hits the
Dakota.
88. 88 comes back down. Scott's checking up. And the 88 just comes down in front of him. Scott checks up again, and it sends him right to the outside wall.
Unbelievable.
Just a hard hit.
All right, so we already matched our...
Heavenly Father,
here goes Joe Nelms again. Sorry about that, boys. Forgot to turn off the old pastor, but we might be needing him back here on the track as the guys are coming out of that AMR safety tent. Hopefully, they're going to be giving a blessing over these guys because they need to get their stuff together here as we're getting it's getting wild out here. 2 cautions early in this race. We're back live. Let's take a look at Cody. Cody's still out there in the clean air. Some drivers a note. Joshua Smith's right there behind him running in P2, able to stay out of trouble. Dusty Summers looking to have a good race, a good bounce back race. Derek Riley hanging out in P4. Caleb Elswick fighting his way back. He missed that huge accident. Able to get by. Same thing with Kyle Schmitz. Able to get by that accident. Calvin Smith, another lucky participant. Rusty Rafferty doesn't look too bad. Alan Voles with that awesome valence. We love the blue and yellow valence on that car, ground effects. And then you got the Brad Wilson Carolina Panthers here. Machine picking up P10. Brandon Newton, P11, up 5 spots. K-Dub probably used the fast repair. Same thing with the 17 and the 07 earlier. So some cars of note. And there's Scott Kerberg, the Wardler. Nice paint job there. Shout out to thinking about your sister, your family there, and that diagnosis. I know it's never easy dealing with that kind of disease. So thinking about you guys out there. And then Jason Bottoms, all the Bottoms fans out there. He's going to be picking up back here at the bottom of the pack here, that beautiful Seattle Mariners Chevy Camaro. But with that all being said, we're getting ready to go back green flag racing here at Texas Motor Speedway for the Burlington Cafe 250. 2 cautions early on here as we get ready to go back green flag racing as these boys head down the Lone Star stretch here at Texas.
Just looking at the Presidente here, and he's still in the pits. I don't think he had to use a fast repair earlier, so I may have to go back and look at that one because, yeah, he's still just sitting here on pit road.
And guys, I'm keeping an eye on chat, so you let me know if anything sounds out of whack or any volumes need to be tested. But I appreciate you guys hanging out in chat. We're not streaming to Twitch tonight. Trying to do just trying to do some different things. This is trying to be a little bit more quality stream, 1440p. So if you got it, try to use it. Let me know how it looks on your screens. But we're getting ready to go green flag racing here. Done at the second caution, and Cody Dorsey's off to the races there. But Joshua Smith's falling right there in P2. Cody gets a good jump as the 2 slides in behind him, going to pick up that second position.
And they fanned out this restart just like they did the last one. Single file almost immediately by the time they get to the back stretch.
You're going to have 3 wide headed down here into turn 3. Jason bombs down on the apron, almost touches the door of Kerberg. The whirler going up to the high line to get out of the way.
And we got Alan Voles got a little loose on the other side of Bradley Wilson there. And slight door check, but nothing too bad. Both got away. Minimal.
Calvin Smith, I might need to make a shirt with that car if we get permission from MX Wraps, because I'm sure that's who did the car. Beautiful looking car. So you guys need any liveries done or any cool paint jobs, MX Wraps is your guys to go check out. I believe that's who did that paint job and a lot of other ones, but that cool looking number 3 car really has got my attention here tonight. As we're talking about that, there goes Rusty Rafferty looking on the outside lane, trying to make a pass there on Calvin. He's going to shut the door right in front of Rusty. And Rusty now featuring that MX Wraps primary sponsored car in that yellow and dark blue. Not going to like that. Cody Dorsey's choosing Texas right now as he seems to have something special here in the Lone Star State, as that Dallas Cowboys machine is going to take a ride here as he's got keeping the lead, has not relinquished it yet, but don't look now. But Joshua Smith's no one to take lightly. Missed the first race of the season. If not for that, he might be leading in the points right now. Is that Schmitty Schatz, number 2 Ford Mustang, sitting in P2 right now.
He's wheeling it off of turn 4, too. It's the second lap in a row that he has gotten close to the wall, and he is just all out. He's not lifting. He's not hesitating. He is just full throttle all the way through 3 and 4.
Speaking of all out, here is Caleb Elswick in that 66, 2-time winner. He's back-to-back winners, I believe, from Dover. And then the race before that, if I believe correctly there, Kyle, I do have short-term memory, as you could just see how much momentum he gets off of turn 4, gets right against that out barrier wall. But let's take a look at how he's going to enter turn number 1 here, using that high line. Can he get the momentum here on the 3? Or is the 3 going to have better grip here, working on the bottom of the apron? Side-by-side drag race now back into turn 3. I think Caleb's going to give him the spot here just so he can run his line a little bit easier there. Calvin is. And there's Caleb there moving up to P6.
And Caleb just smacked the wall coming out of 4, and that's going to give Calvin a big run down the front stretch.
And there's massive damage there, Kyle, in the front right of that 66 machine.
Yes, there is. I'm going on board real quick to see how. Oh, he's losing it.
Caleb is?
Yep, he almost lost it off of 2.
All right, let me know if you got a replay of that, and I'll switch over to you there, Kyle. Let me know when you're ready for that.
Yep, I'm ready for it.
All right, sir, the floor is yours.
Yeah, so he's got the high line on Calvin, and the rear end just kicks out as soon as he goes to get back full throttle, and does a nice job saving it, keeping it out of the inside wall and keeping it pointed straight down the backstretch. But he has lost a lot of momentum, lost a couple spots, and yeah, that car is hurting. We'll take a peek at that front right real quick here. You can see how crushed in that fender is. He's definitely going to be losing a lot of aerodynamics on that right side.
Calvin Smith now looking underneath Calvin Smith looking underneath Kyle Schmitz here. Now we're back into another similar drag race between these two as the 19 and the 3 battling out. These guys are used to battling each other. If you caught up any of the other races, definitely some great dueling between these two drivers. So definitely keep our eyes out on here as the Sim and Destroy number 3 machine is working on that. My Mom's Addictions number 19. And remember, My Mom's Addiction, your place for memorabilia, collectibles, and NASCAR stuff. Check out that eBay store, mymomsaddiction.com. My Mom's Addiction on eBay store. So make sure you guys take a look at that, as he is Kyle Smith's one of our major sponsors here for the Dash for Cash. Rusty Rafferty bringing it back up into the picture here, number 26 machine. Dylan Lewis further back in the Cinnamon Toast machine, working on the 28 of Brandon Noonan on the inside. Looks like he's going to make that pass, and he's bringing along the 07 of Clay Powell, but Clay Powell is a lap down. Unfortunately there for Clay Powell. Jason Bottoms working, though. He's catching back up to the pack here as he's starting to get his rhythm back, as now Jason Bottoms finds himself in 12th position at this time. K-Dub, I think he had to serve an EOL maybe, as he's starting to get that machine underway, getting it a little more rhythm, a little more pep in his step, as those track times are starting to come back a little better.
28.
Brandon Newton.
Just
Brandon Newton's missing that right front. Yes, the right front is damaged. We take a look. Oh, he's going straight to the wall. Huge hit from the 28 of Brandon Newton as he's trying to hang on to that machine. As there goes Dakota Bly on the inside of him, but that's going to end the day of the 28, as he's going to have to try to bring this thing down the pit road lane, only on one left front tire. Let's keep an eye on him here, Kyle, as see if he can make it down to the pits, as that's not going to bring out a yellow, but huge shot.
Yeah, I got the replay pulled up here, and he just pushed hard coming out of Ford, tail whipped it, and as he hit the first part of that tri-oval, it just pancaked that outside wall, and I don't think he realized how much damage he actually had when he went into turn 1, because that car just shot right up the track.
Huge shot there, Kyle. Yeah, just a little too much gas on exit. You gotta ease into it there, boys. Ease into that gas off the exits. You try to put too much into it, too much wheel, you lose the back end of those cars, and you try to save it, you're going right up in the outer wall. Sometimes it's better just to loop it to the inside if you're going to lose it, but it's hard. It's hard not to want to try to save that machine. So huge shot there. All right, back to our race going on right now. Jason Bottoms, here we see, is he's trying to make the pass on the 34 K-Dub. Two are battling out. This is for P11. Something to note, though, we've seen a lot of drivers kind of stall out next to each other, and there Jason finally makes the pass on the 34, but just
Presidente.
Presidente, let's see.
He's exiting the pit finally. Coming back out on the track. He looks like he's going to be about 17 laps down right now.
It's never too late for a Presidente. And speaking of going down to the pit lane, there's Caleb Elswick in the 66 machine coming down pit road, lap 37 out of 167. Brandon Newton leaving pit lane there. Looks like he's got that 28 repaired. Must have used a fast repair. All right, so Joshua Smits still hanging on Cody Dorsey. Has not let him left his sight, only 0.3 of a second behind, 0.4 of a second behind Cody. But really interesting to keep an eye on these two, as these two have seemed to be the cream of the crop right now, as Cody is leaving off from his season 1 victory here at Texas. But story right now is Caleb Elswick with that damage, showing a lap down, showing 1 lap down. I'm looking on mine. Yep, 2 laps down for Caleb. So Caleb is the point leader going in tonight. We'll have to see how that shakes out after this whole race, after we get finished here. Remember, Quantum Contender Series here, presented by the Burlington Cafe. This is a sports-themed night for this race. So a lot of the guys putting on their Dallas Cowboys, got a Carolina Hurricane, got an Iowa Wild out there. So a lot of the guys pitch it in, showing some effort there. So we appreciate you guys doing that, as it really brings that community aspect here to these leagues. Okay,
Gave Dakota a
K-Dub.
hard time about, rocking that Carolina Hurricanes car, but it is a very sharp-looking ride.
Hey, Kyle, how's Cale McCarr doing?
I haven't seen anything yet, but I also haven't checked.
And did Nathan McKinnon get hit in the face?
Yeah, he took a puck from his own teammate right to the face a few nights ago, and
Okay, that was old
right
news
into the
then.
nose.
Okay, so that's old news.
Nose, not news.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Calvin Smith working his way up here through the field. Now trying to work his way on the number 1 of Derek Riley, and he does. So Calvin Smith up to P4. My Ducks are playing here in a little bit, so we'll have to tune in after that. Take a look on those Anaheim Ducks as their backs are up against the wall here in game number 6. Rusty Rafferty making a move on Derek as Derek's starting to fall back a little bit. You can see Rusty using an outside lane in 1 and 2. That's the sweet spot. I like that line there, Rusty. Okay, 42 laps on these stint right now. I believe I'm projecting 44. We'll have to see what these guys do here. See how long they can go out on a stint, and then we'll keep track of that to see how many more pit stops this is going to take for this bad boy. Because we got quite a long race here tonight for the Burlington Cafe 250, 167 laps. 2 cautions already. Might have had 3. Bastard out there in game land. Hey, Bastard, thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you, my man. Appreciate you tuning in. Dan B had to use a fast repair earlier. Got pushed into the wall off of 4. It's always not your fault. That's what I always say, too. I got pushed into the wall, too, brother. I hear you. So thank you guys all tuning in on YouTube. Checking out the 1440p stream. Let me know how the quality looks. Or if it looked good before. I got a new CPU, restarted the computer, so just trying a bunch of new things. Breaking stuff. Can't leave well enough alone. So thank you guys for tuning in. As we're here for the Burlington Cafe 250.
Yeah, I just heard somebody call over the radio. They're pitting. I'm not sure who it was. It sounds like Rusty's pitting here. Oh, we got a wreck.
Dan Baroni. The Presidente. They're stuck out in the middle of traffic. That car was sideways.
Yeah, 44, Dusty Summers. He's sitting across the track right now. Let me see what happened to him here.
Dusty Summers with that next level dumpsters. Gets that machine turned back around. Let's see what happened here with Dan Baroni as he went off track here in the Presidente machine.
Oh, he slowed up in front of Calvin. I'm not sure if he was trying to pit or if he was just getting loose and Calvin got into the back of him.
Okay, so there's the 26 loose. The 33 gets loose. Okay, so you're right there, Kyle. So Dusty had issues before that.
Good driving by everybody to not hit him, though.
Oh, Calvin. He had help. He had help.
Yep, let's go on board with Dusty and see.
Go on board with Calvin.
I just want to see if Dusty was trying to pit or if he got loose.
No, I don't know. If he was trying to pit, Calvin wasn't going to let it happen.
Nope. I think he got loose and was feathering it, and Calvin just nowhere to go. Got right into the back of him. Oh, it sounds like Dusty was trying to pit, but nobody heard him.
All right, leaders coming down pit lane right here. We got in your top left corner. So pit stops underway here in the Lone Star State as the leaders are going to bring it down here. Third caution of the night. Appreciate it, Bash. I can really see that stash now. Tell you.
Oh,
I turned
Calvin
it up for you
overshot his
tonight too,
pit
Bash.
stall. Looks like 4-tire stop for everybody.
Joshua Smith with a heck of a pit job. Beats Cody Dorsey off the line. Oh, he can stay underneath the white line there, Josh, as he puts those 2 wheels out there on the white line. Interesting to see if there will be a penalty for that. Time
That's
will
gonna be
tell.
close.
That was close. Driver was too busy patting himself on the back there, the number 2, as Cody got beat off a pit road. So if he is okay, it will be interesting to see how that clean air, if Josh can hang on to that clean air and keep Cody behind him. But if we got some drivers, I don't think anyone's going to stay out. They're all going to get the wave around, I believe. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. But I believe Joshua is going to be your leader. Cody going to be in P2. So I have to see exactly what happens there with that. But we are here at the Burlington Cafe 250 from Texas Motor Speedway. It is sports themed here tonight, so we appreciate you guys all being here on this beautiful Thursday evening. Servers here took a while to get into. We had some issues there server side as drivers were trying to make it in last minute, but we were able to get in on time and get this race underway. So there goes the cars with the wave around, as you can see in the bottom right-hand corner. Caleb Elswick going to need that much-needed wave around, as I believe he's going to get back on the lead lap, maybe. Or he might be still down 1. About to keep an eye on that. But really curious here, Kyle, to see how Schmidt does here with the clean air and the jump, and see if Cody can fight back and take back his rightful place, as Cody's led the most laps here so far.
Yeah, and no, it doesn't look like any penalty for Joshua there, and you were correct. Caleb is back on the lead lap.
Not what drivers wanted to see. They were happy with him down a lap or 2, keep him down there, as he is the point leader. But now he is back up on the track, and it looks like he does have a decently clean car. So maybe he used that fast repair. Maybe he's getting some work done on it. But with that wave around, he was not able to go down pit lane to get any more repairs done. So Caleb is with what he's got, and is going to have to probably pit here. He might have fuel, but look for him to pit earlier than the other drivers, as he's going to have a little bit less fuel than drivers that just pitted.
And Kyle's behind Joshua, so I think we're going to have a pretty good inside line jump here. Yep. Good jump on that inside line.
The 9,
Going to bring
very
Calvin
slow.
right along with him.
Cody Dorsey, sleep at the wheel. The number 9 falls back to 4th position. Might have been in the wrong gear. I'm not sure what happened to Cody, as Cody falls back and is going to be 4th in line here behind Calvin Smith. That a driver you do not want to be behind, as Calvin is going to give you a hard time getting by more than any other driver in that number 3 Sim and Destroy Chevy Camaro. Joshua Smith's father and son here side by side. Schmitty shots, my mom's addiction, battling out here, headed down into turn 1 here at Texas Motor Speedway.
And remember last time they were side by side, they actually wrecked each other in the tri-oval.
And that's what the drivers here want to see, as Kyle Schmitz gets a nose ahead. And here comes Joshua Smith back on the outside lane here, turn 3 and 4. Going to have a little bit more momentum. Gets a little yacht out in the right rear, holds on to it, got a nice momentum push here. Going to be able to clear the 19, doesn't come back down the inside. Going to leave that to the 19. Calvin, this is just helping Calvin catch up. This is the 3 amigos, as the 19's almost touching doors, handing him a brewski through the window net to the number 2. Calvin Smith
coming out of 2.
Oh, Calvin Smith, look for him, though, to pull off an exciting move if he can. He is one not to shy away from those type of moves.
So Kyle's got a good run on the inside, though. Not going to have enough to clear him, though. Yeah, Joshua's going to be able to sail it right into turn 1. That second, third lane, if you can get that car to stick with your downshift, you should be able to sail all the way around to anybody on the inside. So good run by him on the outside, but heck of a job by Kyle sticking it in there on the inside.
Oh, the 3's
Calvin.
loose. Hangs on
Good
to it.
save by Calvin.
Going to drive up in front of Rusty. Rusty does a great job on the inside. He's going to try to make the passes. The 3's going to recover. Lose a ton of spots here. And that's going to allow Cody Dorsey to get some clean air and try to chase down the Schmitz. K-Dub back here with Alan Voles on the back bumper. The number 13 machine looking to make a move around the 34 to claim that top 7 position.
I got a replay of that for us for Calvin when you're ready.
Yeah, go for it, brother.
All right. Yeah, so Calvin it looks like he got a little bit too low, put his left side tires on that apron and was fighting it. And as soon as he went to give it gas, getting into the tri-oval, it just kicked loose. But good job saving it, keeping it straight. Did lose a few positions, of course, but definitely better than what it could have been.
All right, K-Dub going to lose that spot to Alan Voles and Derek Riley. K-Dub's going to find himself back in the 9th position. So under attack, Kyle Wergowski finds himself in P9. And there's Dylan Lewis in the back trying to make a move around Clay Powell. Clay Powell is a lap car down, but very exciting there. Dylan Lewis doing a great job right now in the top 10 position in that Cinnamon Toast Crunch machine. The 17 looking good, and look behind him, there he is. Caleb Elswick, our point leader tonight, heading into this race, marching his way up the field, hoping for another caution here early so he can get himself back on the same strategy as our leaders. But Cody Dorsey now making that move on Kyle Schmitz. Cody Dorsey passes him for P2 right there. Let's see if we get a replay real quick. There's Cody Dorsey on the inside through the quad oval. Cody got a better run. And he's just able to downshift, get down to the apron in turn 1 and 2. Get on the power a little bit sooner and power out and clear to number 19. And that was for P2.
Yeah, great entry and exit by Cody there.
Basher TTV Gaming, we might need to get a hold of you, sir, as those are some great tips out there. Seems like you're a ex-Canadian NASCAR driver. Thanks for the tips out there, Basher TV Gaming. Also, Basher, I think you are a streamer on Twitch. Hey man, put your link out there for anyone out there that want to catch you, man, because I know I enjoy watching your Twitch streams out there. But so don't mind if you pop that in our channel there. But Joshua Smith's there. We talked about the clean air, doing a great job out in front. Has that gap almost over a second over Cody Dorsey. Have to keep an eye on that, see if anything will become of that, if Cody can reel him in here on the long run. Rusty Rafferty right now trying to keep Calvin Smith behind him. Further back in the pack, Scott Kerberg, last car in the lead lap in P14. And Dusty Summers, though, going to be the last car in the lead lap. So that's Dusty back there. Is Dusty on the lead lap? I'm showing him he is. Or am I mistaken? I don't have our ticker
like
up, boys.
He is a lap down.
Okay, got you. So we were right on the first one there. Sorry about that, everybody. Lap 61 out of 167. Everything kind of panning out, being pretty smooth so far tonight. Let's take a look at our pit stop report. And there you can kind of take a look. So Caleb Elswick, you can take a look right there, Kyle. He's got 25 laps on these tires. So laps since pit, Caleb is on the most so far at 25. Took the wave around. So now he's at 11 lap disadvantage from the other drivers. So look for him to come in a little bit earlier. Actually, 11 laps earlier. So Caleb definitely won that caution to come out early. Also might help him. If he's got good speed, maybe he undercuts it. You have to see how the laps play out here with the fuel mileage, as it looks like it's still going to be a couple more stops here to get to the end of this bad boy.
watching, there's quite a few guys that are struggling off of turn 4 right now. Just seems like that grip is going away, and you know, track temp was 76 earlier, I believe, or 78, and we're up to 81 degrees on the track temp. So we have gone up a little bit, even though the sun's not out.
Yeah, Caleb had the big trouble slipping on the tires, and also Calvin and Caleb, I feel like, have had some issues there with sliding the tires. But both those guys, everyone has a fast repair here, so I know Caleb. I have a feeling Caleb used it or got some damage repaired on it, and Calvin hasn't took any huge shots. Okay, so you can see Caleb there getting chased down by the 44, but remember, 44 is a lap down, so that is not for position. So Caleb out there on the older tires just trying to hang on, hope for a caution to get him back on the same strategy as some of these other guys. Calvin Smith, though, chasing down Rusty. That's one of the closer battles. Dakota Bly, though, this is for position here on Mike Marshall. Going to look to the inside.
Up front between first and second, still sitting at about 0.7 of a second, has for the last few laps. But they are slowly pulling away from third place. They're putting about 0.2 of a second a lap on third place. So, figure right now, since we don't have any crazy battles going on, I'll shout out Calvin Smith this week. So last week during the race, I noticed that he's from Albany, Oregon, and I made a comment that, you know, I was going to have to ask him about that. And so I sent him a message this week and found out that he is actually the same age as my little brother. And they actually graduated high school together and were friends growing up.
Wow.
Yeah. So the small world.
That's intense. That is a small world for sure.
So
and that's who
shout
again?
out to my little brother. Calvin Smith.
Oh, man. All right. Very cool. Speaking of Calvin Smith, Rusty's finally getting caught up to Calvin. It looks like he's going to make that pass there on the number 3. So Rusty able to make that pass, move himself up to P5. All right, K-Dub and Derek Riley in the battle of their own right now. This is for P9.
And our leader trying to make a pass on the 31, got tight coming out of 4 and tapped the wall with his right rear. No damage from what I can see, but 31 definitely making it difficult.
31 is already a few laps down, so trying not to go any more laps down, but that is not going to be the case. Is there to see the leader make the way by. Going to put another lap down on that 31 Carolina Panthers machine. Jason Bottoms doing a great job. Good recovery. Finds himself up to P4.
Even with the 2 car trying to get around the lap car, he's still 0.8 of a second up on Cody Dorsey. So Dorsey not making any headway right now, but they are still steadily pulling away from third place. Got that gap up to 3.3 seconds back to the leader.
.25, so they're over halfway through this stint. So let's look for guys saving their stuff to see if they can move on back. Someone I would think Cody's got some more in him here, but Joshua is a very skilled driver. Maybe he is just that fast, but time will tell. You're halfway through their stint. Look for some comers and goers here.
I think Joshua is. I don't think he's saving per se, but he's not downshifting in 1 and 2 into 4th gear like a lot of the other guys are doing.
I think that's just more like said easier on the car, saving a little bit more fuel. Especially if you got that 1.5 gap. So, and it's growing. Cody really falling off. Interesting stuff happening right now as the time is just massively bleeding off as he passes the 31 of Wilson and now finds himself 1.5 back of Joshua. Oh, yeah, Bash. Definitely going from hot day to the sun setting. You can really see the moisture and oils coming to the surface of the track. Making that turn 4 a little more of an issue, definitely, man. Right on point. And that's our pit reporter, Basher, down there on pit side, coming up with all those beautiful stats for us. Okay, Calvin Smith now fighting back on Rusty. Rusty made the pass earlier. Now here comes Calvin. Side-by-side action here coming out of 4 out of Texas. Oh, the 20. Rafferty almost goes up on the outside wall. Great job there. You can see he wasn't too comfortable up there at the top. Rusty gonna fight back on the inside, though. They can't get away from each other. Caleb Elswick hanging in there. Remember, that was the driver had earlier incident, took the wave around. So he's hanging in there and our point leader here in the Quantum Contender Series. But K-Dub, there goes Caleb. Caleb having to bring it in. Remember, 11-lap issue tires. And there he goes, bringing it in early here. The 66 Caleb Elswick on the lead lap, bringing it in. But we'll go a lap down here as the leaders have more fuel in the tanks to take it a little bit longer here.
It looks like our top 6 drivers are keeping it in 5th gear all the way around the track, but everybody else is still downshifting into 4th. So we'll see how that plays out. Sounds like the 33 is going to be making a pit stop here.
Oh, Dan Barone has an issue there. I think he almost turned it there, Kyle.
Let's see if I can back that up, see what we had here.
Looked like he was trying to straighten out that number 33 Presidente machine. Dylan Lewis moving his way up to P8 right now. Trying to as he's caught up to Riley. Or Riley might have just passed him there as Riley does seem like he has a little bit more momentum there on the 17. Jason Bottoms now under attack from the 3. His Bottoms is starting to fall off a little bit, and here comes Rusty behind him trying to follow him through. Jason Bottoms and P5 looking to hang on here to P7. As Bottoms there does a great job falling back in behind Calvin, but Calvin moves up now to P4.
Got a replay of what happened to the Presidente here.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, he's coming into the pits, downshifts down to 4th, down to 3rd. And as soon as he's getting close to the line, he double downshifts down to 1st gear from 3rd. And it just sets the nose and locks up the front tires. So good job saving it, keeping it out of the wall, though, that's for sure. And doesn't look like any speeding penalty.
All right, that's good for the Presidente. A good save there. Oh, he just gets a little sideways, and like you said, Kyle, keeps it off the wall. So great save there by our very own Presidente. All right, Dylan Lewis makes the pass on Riley, moves up to P8.
Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe the 33 did have a penalty because he sat in his pits a little bit longer than he should have.
Jason Bottoms fan. I mean, Jason, that's what he's a seeing Bottoms fan out there in chat. Jason Bottoms, they're losing their spot. Maybe they're to K-Dub. Brandon Newton's a lap down car, so no threat right this second. Bring up our pit stop stats and just take a look. So they're 37. So, like I said, I think we're looking at 44. So 7 more laps here. We are able to go on this set. We'll keep an eye here. Basher TV Gaming, I'm not sure if that's you or AI talking. You almost sound like ChatGTP for some reason. So we're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to AI check that one there, buddy. Because you ain't no Larry Mack. All right, everything. Oh, the 5 is the 5 bringing it down. Yep, there goes Bottoms down. You see him just walk up the right front. He able to get a thing down under speed. It looks like he's going to be okay.
Going back and look at the lap time or the pit times, I think the 66 got a penalty as well as the 25.
Right side's going on. Bottom's machine there. Dropping the jack. Crew goes around the other side. Left side's going on. Another can of Sunoco racing fuel on. And they drop the jack and away to number 5 machine. Seattle Mariners goes. And here comes Dylan Lewis in on time. Derek Riley also going to bring in that number 1 machine. Pit stops coming in everywhere. Kyle Schmidt's now just leaving pit road. Look for the 19 for an undercut. Joshua Smith's going to keep running out there, but Cody Dorsey trying the undercut. That Dallas Cowboys number 9 machine bringing it down here pit road. But your leader took the lead from the green flag after that last caution, has not relinquished it yet.
Our leader's coming in.
All right, we are hearing here leader coming in, number 2. Oh, he looks like he's going quick. I think that's speeding. I think he sped. He's all types of wild. That's speeding there.
Unsafe.
Joshua Smith's black flag here at the Texas Burlington Cafe 250, lap 90. Calvin Smith, black flag for pitting 2. That's going to shake up everything. You know who didn't get a black flag? That's the number 9 of Cody Dorsey. Look for Cody Dorsey to cycle out to the lead. If he can keep this thing straight and narrow, he's got a big gap now over his competition. Big time penalties there for Calvin Smith and Joshua Smith, both drivers that were in contention to lead. I believe Cody Dorsey's only problem might be is Kyle Schmitz, as he pitted even earlier than Cody. So very interesting to see where these two meet up on track. Oh, Kyle's multiple laps down. He must have had an earlier
he
incident.
Had a penalty too. Yep, trying to go back and find that real quick. And we got the 88 coming in for a pit stop.
.51-50 skate shot by Mike Marshall, bringing that Chevy Camaro down under pit lane. Very smooth and steady. Learning from his peers there that speeding doesn't pay. All right, Rusty Rafferty bringing it in. Oh, he's a little loose. Slowing down that 26 MF Strax machine. Yes, he's good. Looks like he's good for that 2.6, bringing it downtown.
Yeah, looks like Kyle had a speeding penalty as he entered into the pits.
Was it worth watching there, Kyle? Should I want to bring it up?
Nope.
Nothing
It was a smooth entry.
Just a little bit too fast.
Too quick. Yep.
Okay, Alan Voles jumps the pit lane. I don't know what happened to that machine. Picking it up. Let's see. Hate to do this to you, Alvin, but let's see if I can find what happened to you. Nope, I can't. Okay, no problem. Get you back to live racing.
Let's see here. Where is Mr. Voles?
Okay, so your leader, Dakota Bly, in pit lane. That's going to give the lead over to Dorsey in the number 9 Chevy Camaro. That is now, because of those penalties we earlier had between Joshua Smits, Calvin Smith, Kyle Schmitz, all the top runners, Jason Bottoms is going to be your next guy in line to battle Cody here for the lead. Jason Bottoms only 3.3 seconds back. Has the older tires, though. So Cody Dorsey in the driver's seat if this race stays green. Also one for strategery, Dakota Bly. So interesting to see what Dakota's going to be up to as we're lap 95 out of 167 here at Texas Motor Speedway. Okay, Alan Voles back at track, going 3 wide, getting past some traffic there of Clay Powell. Clay Powell goes very high, so is the 25 of Aiden, but the 13 and the 26 battling out right here. That's Dusty Summers in the 44 and the 13 of Alan Voles. That's for position number 14. This is for the battle for the lucky dog. If a yellow flag were to come out, the first car a lap down would get the lucky dog, basically getting his lap back. For you guys out there tuning in that might not know. See, you guys learn something new every day.
To try and find what happened to the 13, and it looks like he just blinked out for a while. But while I was checking that out, the 44 got a speeding penalty entering pit road.
Dusty Summers, oh my goodness, guys are just shooting themselves in the foot left and right here at Texas. All right, we need to start doing some math.
We're not good at that.
No, we're not. But let's bring up our pit stop stats. Okay, came in 9 laps ago. He pitted on lap 88. Doesn't tell me anything. I think it was 40.
Everybody's going to have to pit one more time.
Right.
And I think that's going to take us to... I think the longest that I've seen anybody go is 45 laps, and that would have been Rusty and Dakota. Both went 45 laps.
Okay, 45. They last pitted on 88. So our leader 88. That's 13. You carry the 1. That's 12. That's lap 133.
Sounds like we should be driving the cars, not mathing.
Lap 133. Is there, as long as they could go for Cody. So we're thinking Cody could go to 133, and then that would put 34 laps on that set of tires. So there is some room to undercut or overcut here. So things to keep an eye out on. Calvin Smith now battling out against Caleb. This is for, I believe this is for position. Lap P12. So look for these guys to spice it up. AZ Forerunner out there on YouTube. Appreciate the love, man. Thank you, Jason Trevino. Sorry to miss you out on track tonight, but thank you for always checking in with us. Oh, they're touching. The 3 touches Aiden Pergandi. They get it back together. They're headed down into turn 3. No more. Oh, they're okay. No more bad blood. But the 3 and the 25, they touch in not a good way.
Looking at the lead here, Cody is just pulling away from Jason. He's already up to 4 seconds, and it looks like he's putting about 1/10 of a second, if not 2/10 of a second, a lap on him.
I mean, what do you do?
I mean, he's driving a Cowboys car, so in all actuality, we just have to wait for the fourth quarter.
Till they shoot themselves in the foot? Oh, man. That was a good one. All right, so he's got his buddy up there in front of him in the 24 to go to Bly there. Dakota trying to stay on the lead lap. You can see Rusty there also banging in the outer wall there. Rusty trying to get back a lap. No, that's Dusty. Dusty loose a little bit out of the corner there. Okay, I'm getting my Rusties and Dusty. Oh, there you go. Yeah, Dusty's shown 3 laps down. Dakota gonna submit to Cody and gonna go down a lap. So Dakota Bly gonna be your first car back on the lead lap. Joshua Smits is gonna be trying to get to that thing, but this is a very green feeling race. Very strung out, not too much action on track at this moment. All right, well, hey, I mean, I don't know what any time better than now, but let's do our Turn It Up segment featuring Okaya. So you guys, let's crank it up, take in the sights and sounds here at Texas Motor Speedway as we turn it up. That was pretty cool. I rocked out. Not. Oh, my. That could have gotten rated R real quick. Little action there between Kyle Schmitz and Scotty Kerberg, the Whirler, rocking that Iowa Wild. Should know my affiliate teams a little bit better.
I mean, if it's not anything to do with the Avalanche, there's not really an affiliate team anyway.
Oh, Jason Trevino taking that personal out there in YouTube land. All right, there is Summers. Summers trying to get a lap back on Cody. Cody's still our leader here early on. I think I need to turn down our racing just a tad, but we're still coming in nice and clear. Oh, Dan Baroni, the Presidente, black flagged. He sped as he's not entered pit lane yet. So the Presidente adding in any more insult to injury here for the number 33, as he's not going to be riding anything but the Dente later tonight.
Taking a look. Oh, he locked it up coming into pit road, and yep, just couldn't get it wound down in time.
Oh, Josh, big Schmitty shots there. The number 2, a little bit in the outside wall there out of 4 as he's trying to get by Dakota Bly here, and this is for lap position, but this is for position number 8, so P8. These two battling it out.
I just saw AZ. Poor Cowboys fans. I mean, hey, we were already past the 90s, with our lap counter. Figured I'd throw that one out there. Can't live your glory days anymore. Shout out to my little brother for tuning in as well.
All right, so this thing is definitely stretched out. 20 drivers on track tonight. We had some issues getting everyone into the server, so hopefully we didn't lose anybody on that. But Calvin Smith there just making the pass there on Scott Kerberg, the whirler, as that's for position number, that's for P11, Calvin Smith. So Scott Kerberg falls back to P12. Okay, Rusty making time up on Jason. So this is going to be the battle for P2. Jason Bombs in that number 5 machine, Seattle Mariners car. Right now running in second position. Rusty Rafferty, though, seems like he's made up some time on Jason and reeled him in. So 0.7 of a second. But speaking of reeling in, that is the opposite of what's happened to Cody Dorsey. As Cody Dorsey, our leader, has checked out. Up a 6-second lead, almost working on a 7-second lead over Jason Bottoms. The cars behind him that you see are drivers fighting for that lead lap, trying to get their lead lap back, or get a lap back, not lead lap, as they're multiple laps down, as speeding penalties and things of that nature have really thrown this field for a loop. Drivers to note: Calvin Smith, speeding penalty, Kyle Schmitz, and the big one is going to be Joshua Schmitz, as Joshua had a heck of a car there, the number 2 machine, running real well, had the lead after that last caution and threw it all away with a speeding penalty. So definitely going to have some issues. But here comes Rusty, the number 26 MX Raps machine, making it happen here as we go on board here with Rusty. Oh, he's saving. Rusty is saving. Rusty last pitted on lap 194. Okay, listen to him in the 1. But why would you save right now? Just to go, I mean, I don't know why you'd save.
Yeah, you can't make it. There's absolutely no way that you're going to be able to save.
But he is.
20 laps.
He's saving.
The only thing that he's going to be doing is just trying to get less fuel for his pit stop.
You take right side. Yeah, okay. So he came in on lap 92. That's 4 laps later than Cody Dorsey. Cody Dorsey came in on lap 88. As you can see there, Bottoms working the inside, on the outside, going to let the 26 go by. And there we go. There's a pass. That's going to move Rusty up to P2. Jason Bottoms last pit on lap 86. So just some little notes to keep track of, as that number 26 machine is going to save and see if he comes in and maybe takes right sides only, half a tank of fuel, or just less fuel in general. Going to have to see how that's going to pan out. What's Cody doing? Let's listen on board here with Cody. Cody not saving. And there's been Cody Dorsey's day. 70 laps led. Lowest position today was P9. And obviously he's leading right now. Hailing from West Virginia. Take a look at Rusty's day. Those yellow dots indicate a caution. Those orange circles with 4 means he came in and took 4 tires at those moments. So Rusty came in on lap 91, took 4 fuel and a set of tires. And now you can just hear him coasting that number 26 machine. So we'll have to see what Rusty's up to. As Brad Wilson, we'll take a look on Brad Wilson as he's battling here with Clay Powell. This is for position. Brad Wilson trying to move over to P16 over the 07.
Wilson. Sorry. You didn't do it. I had to.
Aiden Bergani in here, the 25 machine, having a rough day. Couple laps down. Looks like 9 or 8 laps back. So having a tough day, Aiden, bringing that number 25 machine down pit lane.
So
Mike Marshall. Good.
Just listening on board to Cody, he is not clutching it like Rusty is, but he's not wide open. You know, he's coming off of turn 2. He is pretty much, I'd say about 3/4, 80% throttle down the back straightaway. So he's trying to save that way. Rusty's just clutching it into 1 and 2. So 2 different styles, but Rusty's slowly closing in. He was at 7.3 seconds back. Now he's sitting at 7.1. And about every 2 laps, he knocks off a 1/10 of a second, it looks like. They are running the same lap times, though. Their last 10 averaged 30.510 to 30.525. So looking at, what, a 1,000th of a second difference between 10 laps between the two of them. Oh, even closer now. 528 to 525. But Cody has put about 0.3 of a second back on Rusty, so I'm thinking that clutching, he's going to try to push it probably. Let's see, he went 45 on that last one. I'm guessing maybe going to try to hit 50.
Okay, driver's a note coming down. Jason Bottoms bringing that machine down. The left side's going on. The car behind him you see is Kyle Smithson in 19. He is another lap down, so just going to see if Jason's going to take 4. Yep, so Jason Bottoms takes all 4 here on lap 126. This will get him to the end. Oh, Jason Bottoms in for a longer period of time. Jason Bottoms, was he caught for speeding?
I think he was.
Oh my goodness. It continues. Cody Dorsey, Joshua Smith's coming in down pit road. We almost had an incident there with those two bringing in. Rusty Rafferty is going to be your leader.
Unsafe pit entry for Jason Bottoms.
Don't you say Cody Dorsey. Jason Bottoms with the... So Jason Bottoms hit with the penalty as the race control lets him know what the bottom line is going to be as Jason Bottoms going to get that penalty.
Oh, I didn't see. I was waiting for the left sides to go up, and it was taking too long for Cody, but nope, he's good. He's away. Yeah,
Cody Dorsey getting left sides, right sides, takes a fuel tank of fuel. So that's going to be lap. That's going to make Cody can make it to the end here. 47 more laps to go. But you're going to have to save, aren't you? Because we're saying 44. So you still have to save here. Oh, it's traffic off pit lane.
It's going to be close. I think that 44, running it just dry like they would, I think they should be okay. But that's not going to leave them anything if there is a green-white checker. And shout out to Sam. Miss you guys. Love you guys. So the question is, how far is Rusty going to take this before he pulls it down pit road? I mean, with him clutching, he's probably got another 12 laps before he really needs to get in.
You can really hear him feather it there off of turn two. He's not clutching it on that time. Here he goes into 3 and 4. He'll hit off the wall, nothing major.
Early, not touching, a little bit feather. Yeah, he's being pretty gentle. I'm guessing if he's going to run this out, he's going to go about another 10 laps before he pulls down. Probably right sides, take as little as possible, and back out on the track.
The
right now, he's looking
bring it down.
He's looking at about a 5-second gap on Kyle Wagowski. And then 22 seconds back to Mike Marshall, 27.7 back to Mike Marshall. Right now we're looking at 4 cars on the lead lap. Cody Dorsey is the first car lap down. And 88's coming in for a pit now. Oh, and here comes our leader.
He locks it up a little bit. Did he get it down in time?
Yeah, that looked like it was clean.
K-Dub.
He kept it in 5th, too.
K-Dub gets a black flag there, so K-Dub going to be serving a penalty. Rusty Rafferty, let's keep an eye on our number 26 machine to see if he's up to anything sneaky here. Misses his stall. Rusty Rafferty missing the stall. Right sides go up. Sunoco Fuel going in on the left side. Jack Mann comes back around, and they're going to lift up the left sides, and here goes the left side Goodyear Eagles. And away the 26 goes with a rough pit stop, though, as he did miss his box, and he's going to have some traffic up in front of him. Of Powell. Clay Powell there. Oh, he's giving him trouble there off a pit road entrance. Rusty Rafferty not liking that one bit at all, as Clay Powell in the 07 a little slow off there with that next level dumpster fire machine.
Wow.
Oh, that's going to slow down
the
26.
Man, that's going to kill everything that he had. Right now, he's about 12 seconds back from our leader, Dorsey. 13.
Rusty Rafferty going to be able to put the hammer down here, but I think 13 seconds is quite a bit of time to catch up. So Cody Dorsey, if he can nurse this thing, keep it smooth, keep it calm, navigate lap traffic, Cody Dorsey might be looking at a first win here this season, in season number 3 here. The Quantum Contender Series is presented by Burlington Cafe, along with all our season-long sponsors of B&B Diecasts. Remember, check them out at bnbdiecast.com. Use code QCS for some awesome discounts on beautiful diecasts, as we are proud to have them as a Season 3 sponsor here at the Quantum Contender Series. Fuel window is like, we're thinking 44 laps, so Cody's going to have to save a little. I think Cody's going to have to save a little. Eric Riley looking pretty good here. He's going to find himself in P3 after pit cycles. Rusty Rafferty there, we were talking about him earlier, missed his pit box, a little bit slow. 17-second pit stop. He lost 3 seconds on pit road. God only knows how much time he lost getting hung up there behind Clay Powell. No offense to Powell. Oh, the three's around. The three's around. Calvin Smith, the Simmons Destroy Racing Company number 3, totaling that car as he gets a meatball flag as the 3 destroys that car. And just when you thought everything was going to be normal, we get a yellow flag here at Texas. We're going to take a look at it. Caleb Elswick in the number 3. What could go wrong? Oh, the 3 just gets loose.
Yep, loose coming in.
Oh, my God.
Takes the air off the back of him, and, oh, I mean, that's the 3 car for you.
The window net is not down. The window net is not down on the number 3. The AMR safety crew is going out there to attend to the number 3. Our wishes and good wishes are with him. Hopefully, he is going to be rushed to the AMR Safety Infield Center. Our thoughts and prayers to the number 3 at this moment as we hold our breath and hope for that window net to come down on the 3 car.
Now, I'm not sure if he's still got his fast repair, but I mean, obviously having to sit there with that toe, but yeah, that's going to leave 3 cars on the lead lap right now. We've got Dorsey, Rusty Kyle Rafferty, and Derek Riley as our 3 cars on the lead lap. Looks like the 17 of Dylan Lewis in his Cinnamon Toast Crunch car will be getting the lucky dog if I'm paying attention correctly.
Sound like you paid more attention than I have, so I'm really counting on you. Okay, Cody Dorsey bringing it down. Cody Dorsey bringing it down here on pit lane. 4th caution of the race. 139 laps under our belt. 27 laps to go. He's telling everyone, but he's bringing the rest of the field with him. They follow him down. Who didn't? Who's got the biggest pair? Dylan Lewis going to take the wave around. Kyle Smits. I think everyone's getting the wave around here.
Yeah, it looks like you're going to have Lewis, Kyle Schmitz, Mike Marshall, Bly, Bottoms, Kerberg, the Wordler, and Kyle Bergowski, Caleb Elswick, all taking the wave around. So that will put us back up to 11 cars on the lead lap.
Rusty could have made it on fuel there, AZ 4Runner, but he's going to bring it down for fresh tires because if you're going to stay out there and try to make it to the end of this race, and if you got them, you're going to burn them. Smoke them if you got them because these boys got 5 sets of tires in the pits on the wall. So you might as well put them on. No sense of trying to save anything there at the end. So you're going to have some guys taking a wave around. Let me get you back here to our racing action so we can see exactly what the heck is going on here, as we might have missed some wave arounds. But those cars up in front of you should be getting that wave around. And like Kyle mentioned, we'll have 11 cars on the lead lap. Okay, so Calvin Smith back into the pit road. Okay, looks like the fast repair is going on. Putting the right sides, left sides. He is going to be, though, a couple laps down.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to end up about 4 laps down by the time we get back to green. So that's going to leave us with actually 10 cars on the lead lap. Elswick did not get.
No, he's coming back.
Get a wave around.
I think he's okay. I think next time it goes by, the scoring table is going to have him on it.
Am I backwards? Okay.
Well, I'm showing him 140. I just think once this thing gets straight, but Elswick there, you're right. Elswick. No. I mean, I see him there right behind. He's on the second row by Derek Riley.
Yeah, I'm not sure what we got going on there. Yeah, I don't think he got a wave around.
I'm showing him a lap down in blue, but he is. Okay, here we go. Hold on a second.
Did he?
Oh, I'm not live, Kyle.
I think he pit. I think he went into the pits because it's only showing 1 lap on his current set of tires. So
okay, he's a lap. You're right. Okay, he is a lap down. My bad. So yeah, you got top 10 on the lead lap. Cody going to have to really test his mettle here. His car is off. We're ready to rock and roll here out of Texas. As the field has got reset, they're going to hit the Echo Park restart zone.
Green flag.
And welcome to the Wild Wild West here as the number 9 Cowboys machine gets off to a great jump. There goes Derek Riley behind in the back. His side-by-side action between the 26. There's Caleb Elswick. He is a lap car down trying to get his lap back. Look for him to be very aggressive here and push the issue of trying to get it back on the lead lap. But our leader out to the front with some clean air. As you can see here coming down the Lone Star backstretch. That gap already, that the fight right now is Derek Riley and Rusty Rafferty side by side. And there goes Rusty. Rusty going to be able to clear the one, and there he goes. And there goes the 66. The 66 of Caleb going to be able to get by, trying to fight for his lap back. Either get it the hard way or if another caution comes out. Let's take a look at Dylan. And there's Dylan. There's your next car. That's a lap on the lead lap, the 17. Kyle Smith's right there running the number 19 back in P5. So all these cars between Dylan Lewis and Derek Riley are a lap down. I missed it. You're right, Trevino. Oh, it was our run restart we had. Damn it. I can still do it. Green flag not out, though. He's off the track, away from the incident. Yellow is not out. 22 laps to go here.
Got that replay for you.
Go for it.
Yeah, coming out of turn 2, he just loses it and noses directly hard into the outside wall. He is, I think his race is done for the day. I believe he did use a fast repair earlier.
Unfortunate there for Clay. Clay's had some tough trouble here in the early going, but Cody Dorsey now under attack from Rusty Rafferty. Derek Riley there further back in the pack, but this is going to be interesting as Rusty now has got him in his sights and trying to run down that number 9, Cody Dorsey. As Cody's up into the wall, seeing the sparks off the right rear quarter fender.
Cody's maintaining that gap anywhere from 0.3, 0.4, but I don't think Rusty's pushing too hard right now.
Rusty's not downshifting in the turn 1 or 1 yet. Exiting a little bit lower than Cody. Yeah, it's going to be interesting here to see who's going to succeed. Okay, battle K-Dub back here, battling out with Jason Bottom. Sorry, guys. We were all types of excited about that leader race and what they're doing, but there is a battle underway back here in the pack. Dakota Blythe, Jason Bottoms, and K-Dub all working here. This is for P7 as Dakota Blythe trying to hang on to that 7th position. Jason Bottoms looks to make the pass on Dakota on the inside, but no, Dakota fighting back on that high line. They got Aiden Pergandi there in the 25, though, trying to work around the 25 at this moment. As they're going to go 2 wide, 3 wide. They spread across down here down the Lone Star backstretch. They're trying to make this thing a race here as they're trying to work their way around some of that lap traffic there on the bottom apron. The 25 trying to stay out of the way. Here comes K-Dub. Going to get a run here on the 25.
We've got Caleb Elswick making a move on the inside of Rusty Rafferty here. I'm not sure what happened to Rusty coming off before, but he lost 0.3 of a second. It didn't look like he got loose. It just looks like he wasn't able to go full throttle, and Dorsey just pulled away. Yeah,
Cody Dorsey out to 0.8 of a second lead here. Cody's dropping the hammer and not looking back out the rearview window as he's going to see he's got 16 laps to go here at the Burlington Cafe 250. Shout out to Kim over there in West Virginia, Burlington Cafe. Listen, guys, you want some homemade sausage gravy, you want some chicken fried steak, you want the 21 shrimp salute, you head down there to the Burlington Cafe in West Virginia. You go ask for Kim, and you tell him KK sent you down there, because that's the bottom line, baby. Yeah, Caleb, I think not wanting to push the issue here because he's a lap car maybe, or trying to maybe help Rusty catch up to that leader because maybe that's the only thing he can do to maybe shake up this race is what I'm getting a feeling for. Jason Bottoms here now working against K-Dub. K-Dub looking to make his way to a P7, get his P7 back. Remember, he's up 12 spots he is tied for the hard charge right now with Mike Marshall. So Mike Marshall, Kyle K-Dub doing a great job this race, finding themselves in P6, P7 tonight.
And Rusty's got that lead back down to 0.6, so he's slowly closing back in on Cody.
Well, he better hurry because we got 14 laps left here in the Burlington Cafe 250, and time is of the essence as it is winding down here. Time is looking short here for the 26 and the MX Raps Ford Mustang. It's a seesaw battle here between K-Dub and Jason Bottoms. Looks like K-Dub got the better of the deal there. Now K-Dub looking to, oh, yellow flag is out. Yellow is out. I'm not sure what happened, Kyle. I'm looking around, looking on the track.
We
have debris
in the tri-oval.
Oh, the 13, Alan Foles. He tries to hang on. It goes through the infield, the quad oval, across the start finish line. He's going to slide that car up in front of the fence. And this is a shakeup that Cody Dorsey did not want to see. As guess what? Caleb Elswick going to get back on the lead lap here if everything pans out. And that is going to be everybody's worst nightmare here as that pace car sedan comes out on track. And we get ready to go for another one.
Yeah, with Caleb coming back on that lead lap, he's going to have some fresh tires because I highly doubt we're going to see anybody come in, especially with 10 guys on the lead lap.
All right, so Caleb, So Caleb, though, going to get to come. He's got to get the wave around. He's going to go around, get the lucky dog, come in and pit, put 4 freshies on, be in the very back of the line. But don't you think these leaders are going to come in too? These leaders have got to come in. They got sets of tires hanging out on the pit wall. Are they going to Kyle Lynott it?
If I'm in Rusty's shoes, I'm doing the complete opposite of what Cody does.
Your feet are too big, Kyle. You can't fit in Rusty's shoes.
Dang. Nope.
Oh, he fakes them out.
Nobody. First car coming in is going to be 44 Dusty Summers, Calvin Smith coming in, our lap down cars.
Okay, so the lead guys,
Kyle Schmitz is in now. Schmitz, Mike Marshall, Wargowski, Jason Bottoms, Coda Bly. So, yeah, it looks like the back half of our lead lap cars are all coming in. And those guys all had, or a good chunk of them had, 29, 30 laps on their tires with the exception of, nope, Joshua Schmitz did not. So, yeah. Yeah, all those guys had 29, 30 laps on their tires. So
this is the man.
Riley.
No, this is the man right here. This is it. This guy's coming in, getting 4 fresh tires on the lead lap. He's going to make them pay. He's going to make them pay. He's going to work through the traffic. He's going to slice and dice his way like Emmett Smith back in the day, getting a handoff from Troy Aikman. He's going to go to the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Caleb Elswick, back to back to back tonight. I'm calling it.
You must be talking about when Emmett Smith played for the Cardinals.
All right, get a little excited there. All right, so
Trevino's going to come and beat me up.
Got a lot going on here. 5th caution of the night here at Texas Motor Speedway. You know what, though? I need to bring attention to real quick before it gets too late into the night. You guys know
tonight's Quantum Contender Series is probably.
Listen to this one real quick, because
Cafe, where the only
man, look at that pancake with the Snickers Twix thing sticking out. Oh my God, man! I flew down there to West Virginia and tried that best pancake cake thing I ever had in my life. I was licking the frosting off my fingers. It was so good.
Start your day like a pole winner, or recover like you just hit the wall and lap 2.
Okay, thank you for that. But I wanted to give a quick shout to our B&B Diecast. Remember, guys, check out B&B Diecast. Use code QCS. Their website is now live. You can check them out on bbdiecast.com, their Facebook page, and Instagram. For all things diecast and pre-orders, they got you covered. And I'm calling this the Lone Star backstretch.
I think that's the actual name of it, isn't it?
Exactly. All right.
I'm going to keep all my comments to myself.
Here we go. It just says the Lone Star State. It doesn't say like the Boeing backstretch or anything.
Yeah,
So
it's not as cool.
All right, so Caleb's back on the back, fresh tires. Cody Dorsey, Rusty. It's going to get interesting here, folks. 5th caution done. We're ready to rock and roll. 10 laps here to go once they go green, or I believe 9 laps to go. It's coming down to the wire here. Echo Park restart zone. Cody Dorsey hits the box, and away they go. They're under tires and fighting hard as Derek Riley and Rusty Rafferty are side by side right now. Cody Dorsey off to a little bit of a lead. Not the greatest jump in the lead. But look for Caleb Ellswick to be very aggressive here as he's the first car with fresh tires that's on the lead lap that can really shake things up. But Kyle Schmitz too, though, right?
Caleb right now, if you want to throw a side by side. Oh, the 31 is in the wall.
Side by side coming up. And then, like you said, though, Kyle Schmitz also on the lead lap with fresh tires. You called them out. I did not. Brad Wilson, 31 meatball.
3 wide in the tri-oval. Yeah, Caleb is on a mission.
So there's Jason Bottoms working on Dylan Lewis.
Herberg.
Oh, back here in the back, Vols. They're all types of spread out. Jason Bottoms, Dylan Lewis, real tight racing here. Kyle Schmitz trying to make his way. Oh, they're touching doors. Puts Kyle up in the outside wall out of turn 4. He shoves him back down the track on the apron in the quad oval, and here goes the 5 and the 19 battling it side by side. Brad Wilson had to enter the pits, putting that car back underneath. We're on board there in the big picture with Caleb Ellswick as he's trying to make his way back up the field. But right now we got the 19 and the 5 battling out door by door. Bottoms on Schmitz. As Schmitz is going to look like he's going to get the lead there from 5 and shut the door. But here comes the 88 of Mike Marshall looking to get around this mess. As Dylan Lewis is going to be a slow car in the outside lane. Cody Dorsey, Rusty Rafferty right now. We're going to go back to our main view there, Kyle, because I think Brad Wilson there, you showing there, gets the meatball flag. Rusty in second position, trying to chase down Cody right now. 6 laps to go here at the Burlington Cafe 250. It's all types of excitement as it looks like the dirty air has caught up to Ellswick as he's not able to really make that push as he once was. But here comes the 44. Oh, he's a lap down. Summers, though, trying to make his push, but a lap down a little late, too much too late there for old Summers.
Yeah, he's currently fighting with the 2 car. They're both 2 laps down, but whoever's ahead is in the lucky dog spot, so definitely a battle worth watching.
Great observation there, Kyle.
Caution, we got a caution.
Another caution is out. I'm looking around the track. It's not our leaders, not Mike Marshall.
It looks like the 3,
No.
Alvin Smith.
No. Not the Sim and Destroy number 3 KK Woodscapes machine. You gotta come on. All right, here we go. Let's check out this yellow flag. Oh, there's balls, baby. Oh, they're like 3. They're kind of 3 wide.
Yeah, it looks like the 3 checked up for the.
There's not enough room there. They're trying to go 3 wide. Yeah, they're trying to go 3 wide in a 2 wide spot. There was the room for 3, but the way those guys' lines were going, there was not room to put 3 of them there.
You know, I am honestly shocked that that was a caution. He didn't stop on the track. He didn't hit nothing.
Kyle, I'm going to go side by side. Remember, you're delayed a little bit, okay? So keep that in mind. I'm going to use the restroom real quick, take a quick break, and I'll let you kind of just move around wherever you want there. I'm going to keep my eyes on Cody in the front of the field.
It looks like we got a couple cars coming down pit road, the 88 and the 24. Looks like everybody else is staying out. Except for the 31, probably getting some repairs done from that outside wall hit. And it sounds like the sounds like the 13 is going to be getting a drive-through penalty here just for causing a second caution of the race. However, the 3 is rallying for him to not have to do that, chalking it up to a race incident, but caution is a caution. So they're going to be making him take that penalty anyway. So Caleb was able to get from 11th up to 8th on that restart. And he did start about 4.5, 5 seconds back and had it down to about 2.5 seconds. So look for him to charge through the field again. He is going to have a little bit harder time with the cars ahead of him, though. Kerberg as well next to him. Rogowski, Bottoms, Schmitz, they all came in and took tires with them. So they're on 9-lap-old tires. So when we take the restart, we'll be looking at 10-lap-old tires on theirs. However, Dorsey, Rafferty, and Riley, 25-lap-old tires. So they should be able to charge pretty quickly through the field. So it'll be good to
Who got your money
keep
on
an eye
Kyle?
on the 19, that's for sure.
The 19?
Yep. 19, I think, is going to be a huge factor into this one if he can get a good jump.
Yeah, he's got 16 lap fresher tires. He's got to use them, though. You got to push hard. You can't be afraid. All right. 6th caution being completed. Pace car lights are off as they hit the Lone Star State backstretch here at Texas Motor Speedway. Cody Dorsey, the 26 of Rusty Rafferty, going to be leading them here into the Echo Park restart zone. The kid Derek Riley, Kyle Smits on some big tire advantage. Jason Bottoms on the same. K-Dub on the same. Caleb Ellswick on the same. The Whirler also on the same kind of strategy. Mike Marshall, Dakota Bly on the freshest of tires of them all. What's going to happen here at the Burlington Cafe 250? Stay tuned as they come out of 4. That pace car sedan going to come down pit road. Pace car lights are off. He's off. Echo Park zone. Here we go. Rock and roll time as they hit that restart zone. Cody Dorsey is away. The 26 gets a little
good
loose.
Restart by 26, though.
He's on
He
his
timed
door.
that perfect.
Timed it
19:30
perfectly.
taking a run.
Great job there by the 26 of Rafferty.
19 going to cut down in front of the 1, get a good run coming out.
Oh, there's K-Dub's up in the outer wall. K-Dub's out in the outer wall, brings out our 7th caution of the race as he hits the turn 2 Texas outer barrier wall. And the K-Dub is going to get reset. Not too much damage, but we're back under yellow here. Did anyone make a move or get closer? Kyle Smith looked like he moved up to 3rd. Caleb Ellswick sneaked his way maybe up to P6 at this time.
I think Kelswick's going to be getting a penalty here. He actually got into the back of the 34. He's going to be the one that caused that.
He's got to claim it, though. If he claims it, then yes. If he doesn't claim it, then might be worse scenario later. But let's go ahead and take a replay of that. Look what happened to K-Dub.
Maybe not. The 34 got loose in front of the 66, and when he checked up, the 66 just tapped back.
Yeah. 66 had nowhere to go. 34 just got loose there. Not surprising, but because he had the freshest tires on, and not the freshest. K-Dub had 156 lap 156. So, the tires cooling and heating definitely being an issue here. Unfortunately, there brings out another yellow. So, okay. We're into overtime time now, right, Kyle? 167 I'm showing on my board, so
yep.
11
so does Dorsey
drivers.
take the inside in front of Kyle Schmitz, or does he take the outside to trap him behind Rusty Rafferty? And Dusty Summers getting the wave around here. So that's going to put him back on the lead lap. So we'll have a total of 12 cars on the lead lap. What would you do in this situation? If you're leading the race, KK, you taking the inside or the outside?
Okay, I'm worried about Kyle. So I'd want Kyle behind Rusty because then, you know what I mean? Then he's have to check up on Rusty. Whereas like if the guy I'm worried about is right behind me, he could time me or push me it'd be, give me a harder time, I think.
Yeah, because you're going to, if you trap, I mean, I'm taking the outside all day long here myself. That way, I've got Kyle trapped behind Rusty. Derek Riley's on old tires, so he's going to be right behind you on the outside. That should give you a nice little jump, especially if you time it right to where, as long as no caution comes out, it's going to be tough for Kyle to get past Rafferty in these closing laps.
Being caught on the inside lane, but he's got fresher tires, so it's like he could maybe make it work.
Yeah, it just depends on how well Rusty can wrap turns 1 and 2. If Rusty can keep his nose down low and get a good run out, it's going to trap Kyle back. Yeah, it looks like Dorsey's taking the inside, so that's...
We'll see.
Yeah.
If he can get a good jump, I mean, it's going to be really see how, and Caleb's right there now sneaking. You can see Caleb. It's on the third row. So definitely things spicing up right now. Thank you guys for all tuning in. We are here at the Burlington Cafe 250. Want to say a huge shout out there to the Burlington Cafe for their sponsorship and season-long partnership with us. The Quantum Bearings, Precision Bearings, thank you to them. Okaya for the music you guys have been listening to throughout the race. Check out the B&B Diecasts. Remember, you guys check out their website. Their website is now live. You can find more information on Facebook, Instagram. Use code QCS for any awesome pre-orders for diecast. Also, My Mom's Addiction out there. Check them out on their eBay store. All our season-long partnerships we have here. Very excited to have them on board as they keep the lights on here for the league and says the pace car is off, Kyle. This is what we've been waiting for. Can the boys get a good finish here and get this restart? Let's keep our all eyes on the number 9 here as Cody Dorsey hits the Echo Park restart zone.
Great jump by Cody, but Kyle's got a good jump. He's going to already have the inside. Rusty didn't get going too well.
No, Rusty had a hard time.
Yep. It's going to be tough for Cody here. If Kyle's able to wrap 3 and 4 on the high side, I think it's going to be all over for Dorsey.
He's going to go to the inside here. Cody, you got to protect the inside. There's Caleb on the deep inside. Cody's going to protect the inside, going to make him go to the outside. Going to put dirty air on the 19. This could help out Cody. This can keep him at bay. He's going to wrap the apron, exit up high. Here they come across the quad over here at Texas, across the start-finish line. White flag is out. Going to try to use the outside lane, Kyle, and they're going to come back. Cody's going to still have position on him off the exit, but he's going to look to the inside again.
Great run down. He's going to have a great run down that backside.
Here it is, coming into turn 3. Caleb and Rusty side by side for the win. Cody Dorsey's going to be able to hold on to the apron. He's going to have a great run out of 4. Side by side coming across a quad oval. Cody Dorsey in the 19 side by side photo finish. The unofficial result is the 19 of Schmitz.
I think Kyle's got that one.
Heartbreak. It could be heartbreak here at Texas for Cody Dorsey. In the unofficial results, it looks like it is, as the Cowboys find another way to drop the football before it crosses the goal line.
I wasn't going to say it. I was not going to say it. I wanted to say it.
I'm going to grab Kyle real quick. Okay, got to remember, okay, Kyle won it. Let me grab Kyle for an interview session. Fast. Hey, go for it.
Looking at the results here, that finish was insane.
Let's go.
Right? Welcome back to the Kyle Show. It feels like this is just going to be the new thing. So if you ever decide you don't want to race anymore, at least you got a spot in the booth.
Oh, I'm going to be up there eventually.
Well, congrats on the win. Your margin of victory was 1/10,000th of a second.
In my visual, it looked like he had me. And I thought the way he side drafted me was going to be absolutely perfect. I'm like, oh, he's got me. And just with my visuals, it really looked like he had me. And then it popped up. I see it right now, 0.001. Like, I'm absolutely shocked that I got that one.
Well, walk me through that green-white checkered. As soon as Dorsey took the inside, what was going through your head?
Somebody, it might have been Caleb, it might have been Calvin. It was a C name, I know that much. Somebody. I was having a hard time in 3 kind of all night. I was not very good entering 3. And someone really sent it around me and just railed that second lane and zoomed past me. And so Cody drops down. I'm like, okay, well, I have to try. Like, why not try? And it stuck. I never lifted. I trail braked just a smidge, and it stuck. And I got to his door, and we just drag raced into the line. But it was all thanks to whoever sent it around me, because I definitely don't think I would have tried that. I probably would have just held on for second, maybe. I'm not like a send it in last lap type guy. I'm content with finishing good over a win. But really happy I got this one. This was fantastic.
Yeah, you had a pretty good start to the race, and then got trapped a lap down. Just kind of walk me through your race. Your highs, your lows.
Yeah, absolutely. So obviously we had a shortened practice, and on a normal basis I don't practice throughout the week. I'm also B class, so I don't get to drive this car except for league races. I usually just jump in the hour of practice and learn and do pit road practice is really what I do a lot of the hour before the race, because I have a lot of pit road issues, and I had one today as well.
You and about 13 other guys.
Yeah, a bunch of us had them, which was, I wonder if it was everyone had the same issue as me. I never saw a cone. There's no cone on the track like normal, or a big yellow line or something. It was just a little different here, and of course I didn't practice, because when we got in, we had about 10 minutes of practice, so I was just trying to qualify good, so I didn't have to work my way up through the pack. But yeah, started 8th, I believe. And then, I don't know, 2nd, 3rd, 4th lap, something like that. I kind of just got loose, hit the infield grass, and dropped back a little bit, and then just was like, okay, I'm just going to hang out and chill. And that's kind of what I did. I got trapped a lap down because of my speeding. And then just drove. I was just trying to not make any more mistakes, limit the mistakes. I was aiming for a top 10 at one point. So yeah, it's just cautions fell at the right time. These last couple cautions I didn't think I needed. I felt like I was going to be okay. I did get a lot of wheel damage when me and Jason came together off, I think it was 4. He said he got tight and just kind of pushed up into me, hit the wall, had some wheel damage, and then that's really when I thought, okay, let's aim for a top 5 here. And just the cautions fell right. I don't think Cody or Rusty took tires at all that last 40 laps. I think they were on old stuff. That probably helped me a lot. But yeah, very up and down. Really excited to get the win, though. That was fantastic racing with Cody right there for the last lap. I always like racing against him. Always keeps it super clean, really respectful, gives the space, takes the space when he needs to take the space. So appreciate him driving me ridiculously clean right there.
Yeah, no, it made for a great finish to the race, that's for sure. So congrats on the win. And yeah, is there anybody you want to shout out for us?
Absolutely. My Mom's Addictions on eBay. Check us out. A lot of NASCAR memorabilia, diecasts, other stuff too. Schmitty Shots, that's my son's Instagram account. Go check him out. Schmitty Shots does a lot of car stuff, hockey, some portraits and stuff like that. Also, all the league sponsors, appreciate everything you guys here broadcasting for us again. As always, I say it, but giving us a spot where us normal people can maybe get some eyes on our products or our website or whatever the case may be. Really appreciate that. Thanks to the admins for keeping this league going. Really appreciate them not canceling this race today, even though we had some issues. Not us, but the service had issues. Yeah, again, thanks to you guys for broadcasting. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, no, thanks for putting on a great race, and yeah, go enjoy your victory.
Cool. Thank you very much. See you guys 2 weeks.
All right, that was Kyle Schmitz, our winner there from Texas Motor Speedway. Let's bring in our next special guest referee. Looks like it's Cody. Let me bring in Cody. Yeah. Kyle, go for it, buddy.
Cody, welcome to the Heartbreak Hotel, man.
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
You are a lot more chipper than I would be with that finish. But hell of a run there throughout the race. I mean, you led quite a few laps, looked great all day long, all night long, I guess. Yeah, walk us through. Well, I guess first off, we had the cautions at the end there, and that last restart, that green, white, checkered. KK and I were up here going, what would we do? How would we do this? So just walk us through what your thought process was on taking the inside versus the outside, and if you feel like now that you can second guess yourself, if you would have still made the inside choice or taking the outside.
No, I definitely stick to the inside. Every restart prevailed. Rusty got one good one with me. He got side by side with me on it. I think it was the first green, white, checkered. I was just confident with the bottom. I just knew, because if I couldn't clear them going into one, because I didn't get to really run the middle pretty much most of the race. I pretty much just wrapped the bottom the whole race. I didn't really have to get put in situations to try other lines. So, that plays into a factor of not taking the top. So, like I said, you just got to trust your guns and stick to it where it was. Yeah, the cautions definitely really played a play into it. I'm glad for Kyle Schmitz. Good for him for getting the win and stuff. Sucks to lose, be that far out a couple times, and then cautions burn you. But hey, man, it's racing. That's the way it goes. And honestly, it could be just a little bit of touch of karma from from Dover coming back on me too. So just the way you gotta look at things. On to the next one, pretty much.
It was still a hell of a race. Second place is still not a bad finish, especially with some of the weeks that you've been having. I believe, and I could be wrong, but I'm thinking that this might be the closest finish in the Quantum Contender Series at 10,000ths of a second. So we'll have to fact check that, but I know that's pretty close. But yeah, just give us a quick walkthrough of your race and what your thoughts going into it were, since we had our shortened, we'll call it a rain delayed practice.
Yeah. Texas has just kind of been one of these tracks. Ever since they reconfigured it, I just kind of figured out how to run 1 and 2. 1 and 2 is the bread and butter. If you can figure out 1 and 2, you can kind of get through 3 and 4. Except for me on that last corner, I kind of had to burp it a little bit to not put Schmitz in the wall. Like I said, I told him, I said, I could have ran you up, but I said, I ain't going to take a win like that. I said, I'd rather just drag you out. I tried to come up a little bit and squeeze him to see if I could keep him off. But looking back, I probably should have hung a little bit lower and just kept a shorter distance. But I didn't expect him to get that run off of in the middle of 3 and 4, to be honest with you guys. And then, but yeah, just Texas is just, I don't know, it just kind of fits the way I race. Just good throttle control, being patient, getting back to the throttle in 1 and 2. 3 and 4, just kind of save your tires and stuff like that. I think a couple guys I think Josh got hit with a speeding penalty earlier in the race. And I think that's what split me and him up, because I know me and him were both kind of checked out from the field on that one thing. And then after that, I just kind of just ran my race because I noticed how big my gap was. So I kind of just quit pushing this hard and just kind of put down good laps and just trying to get to the checkered. But, cautions breed cautions. I did the best I could on each restart. Like I said, Rusty, kudos to him. He nailed that one restart with me. That's what made me switch up the restart on this one. And like I said, if I go back and change that, maybe I would not switch it so much to where Rusty's beside me, because if he's beside me, then Schmitz kind of can't get that run to the outside. I don't know, just a couple things. But like I said, I'm not upset over it. It's racing. Like I said, I believe it's honestly karma from last week. So, like I said, this is the second, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but this is the second time I've lost a close one here. Calvin got me at Charlotte a couple weeks back, last season, if I remember correctly.
I have one final question for you.
Yes,
sir. Do you think that if you would have had a better team on your car, you could have won the race?
Oh, for sure. For sure. Just fits the car, don't it? When it comes up to the time in the clutch, we come up short. So it fits pretty well.
Yeah, you got the Cowboys cars finishing second and third, so it's a bridesmaid, never a bride. But you put on a hell of a show, and we enjoyed it up here. So I know it's not the win, but second place is a hell of a finish. So congrats on that. Any shout out you want to give today?
Of course, I want to thank you, K-pop, up in the booth. We appreciate you guys up in there. You guys do a fantastic job every single week for us. So glad to have Vortex with us for this season. Shout out my to Chewy. I had him on the car a little bit with the Cowboys, and my dog Gus. Sure you guys seen him on there, trying to break the streak or trying to get a win with him. Haven't ever usually don't run very good with him on the car, but yeah. And shout out to the Burlington Cafe. Appreciate everything they do for us. Okaya, Admin Box, StubHub, My Mom's Addiction, and our new sponsor, B&B Diecast. If you guys can, go over check them out. Use code QCS. It'll give you all a little bit of a discount there at checkout and helps us and helps them. And can't forget about Mr. Kevin Kyle's trophies. His trophies. KK Woodscapes.
You better go back and look at this finish, because, I mean, I don't know. Might have to overrule this finish, dude.
I got a couple messages already saying that they thought I was out front, but
It's crazy close.
I got about 4 messages sitting right there saying, and Mom is sitting there too. Oh, shout out to my mom. Thank her for watching. I think my dad's watching too. Shout out to them. They both sit there and say, it looks like I had it first, but
Just needed
iRacing.
Hey, I hear you. You just needed to throttle her down and let them touch some of that outer barrier wall.
yeah.
But no, good
But
job.
thank you guys.
Yeah, good
Yep,
job,
yep.
Cody. Hell of a race, and we'll look forward to. And then, are we off next week, or do we have a week off here?
Yep, we have a week off for Memorial Day, so everybody out
Okay.
there be safe and stuff. We want everybody, and thank you to all the veterans, the people that have served and put their life on the line for us and stuff. We would not be here doing this without them, so massive shout out to all of them.
Cool. All right. Hey, thank you, Cody, and we'll touch base with you later on, and we'll look forward to when we rejoin you guys in 2 weeks from now. So that was Cody Dorsey, league owner, admin. Thank you, Cody, and let's get in. We'll bring in Caleb. All right, I got Caleb for you there, Kyle.
Come in, Caleb. You put on a hell of a show at the end. You got on that lead lap, and you put that throttle down, and you did not lift. So hell of a job finishing third, especially being, I think you were at 1.2 laps down. So congrats on that. But yeah, just walk us through that final green-white checkered there.
Yeah, I mean, I think restarted sixth there, I think, behind the one. Just kind of fought back through most of the day, but through that restart there, it was just trying to keep as close as I could to the 19 was my thought process with, the point situation. I was impressed on how big of a run he got. Didn't think he was going to get around the 26 to get to the 9 there, but I was thinking he was probably going to get third, and I was hoping to get around fifth or, fourth or fifth. I think I could probably cleared. I think it might have been bottoms. I think was below us there on that restart. I was thinking I could get to fifth and take just a couple point hit. I didn't know. I never really was up front most of the night, so I couldn't really tell kind of what if he led laps or what the point situation was going to be there. But just kind of was hoping to maximize the point hit I was going to take tonight and just see how it turned out.
You definitely you worked your rear end off to get to that finish. So again, congrats on that. But yeah, we'll keep it short and sweet short and simple this week. I'll ask you the same thing I asked Cody. Do you feel like if you had a better team on your car, you might have had a chance to win this race?
Nah, well, no, I shot my own self under the foot. It was, having to start in the rear. I was impressed with the qualifying speed I had there. So to get up front, I knew I was going to have the penalty at the start. I was okay. I think I drove up to maybe fifth or sixth there behind. I think I was racing around the 33, and I think maybe the 19 and 2 there at one point. And then I got in the wall, probably 50 laps in or something, and messed up the toe and was trying to really just survive. And I was just constantly losing too much time. So I was kind of getting off strategy, which was working to a certain degree. I thought I could, at least maximize my day there. But then I, through one of those cycles of pitting early, I sped coming into pit entrance and got held there for 40 seconds. So it really put me 3 laps down. So I thought my day was done, to be quite blunt. And then I think maybe the 19 and the 2 spun, because I think they all of a sudden they were on the same lap as me, and I was like, okay, I have to now shift my focus to try to hopefully, get past them through the pit cycle and then hopefully catch a timely caution where I'd be at least a lap down so I could get the wave around, which fortunately happened. But I passed a lot of cars, granted, but I don't think I had the speed overall with the dirty air. I was really able to wrap the bottom in 1 and 2, but the dirty air I think was too much of a big for me to get to the lead there from that restart, or which is the only time I was really up there. If I was probably right around where the 19 was, third, fourth, something like that, you probably had a shot, but yeah, just too far back. But happy to keep the podium streak alive, and excited to have an off week, and hopefully we can take care of, I think we're going to Rockingham, I think it is, so hopefully
finally the Quantum Contender Series has come back to the Rock. Sorry.
Yeah, so that'll be exciting. You're good. A little bit more enthusiasm next time, but it's all right.
Well, hey, good job on the third place finish. You put on a hell of a show in those last 16, 15 laps, whatever it was that we had once you got back onto that lead lap. So again, congrats. Any shout outs you got for us this week?
Yeah, as always, thanks good Lord above and for letting us do this. Thanks to the IT Out team. Brad had a little bit of a rough day. I think he had some connection problems too. So hopefully Iracing will fix these leak stuff so we can all get connected. Hopefully not too many people missed races for tonight for that. But I had fun, enjoyed it. It was a hard race. It was fun having been able to have those kind of green flag runs. It was cool to see different strategies. Ready for a little bit of an off week, kind of recoup, get rested up, and try to get some practice at the Rock. Haven't done that in a while, so we'll just see what happens.
Well, we're definitely looking forward to it. So, go enjoy your podium finish, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. You have a great one.
Thanks, Caleb. Well, Kyle, that was a heck of a race to take our break for here at Texas.
Yeah,
it was a little slow. Not slow at the beginning. We had a couple cautions and excitement. Then it got strung out. We could really see who had the long run speed here. Cody, Josh really set themselves apart. But then Joshua and a lot of guys had some speeding penalties, and then that opened the door for Cody. But unfortunately for Cody, yellow started happening. Brought Caleb back onto the lead lap. Brought a lot of drivers back on the lead lap. But Cody hung tough all the way to the last lap, where you can see here Kyle Smith's able to get him right at the line with one of the closest finishes I've ever seen. I still don't believe it, but really awesome job there by these two drivers, keeping it clean in the outside lane, working for Kyle Smith, as Kyle Smith brings home another win here in the number 19 car in this early season here at the Quantum Contender Series. Kyle, well, it's our time for us to get out of here. Any closing thoughts on your end before we leave?
Yeah, so, very Texas race, in my opinion. Texas, to me, seems like it's always a little chaotic at first, has a nice lull in there, a lot of great racing. And, if you ever get that late race caution, it always puts on a hell of a show. So I think the guys did great out there. A lot of great racing all the way around the track throughout the race itself. So shout out to them. And then, as always, we'll talk about the 988. If you're ever feeling down, low, whatever the case might be, just remember there's guys out there that are happy to talk to you, always willing to talk to you. If you don't feel like talking to a friend, there is the 988 number that you can call or text at any point, 24/7, 365, and they are more than happy to have a great conversation with you. Always keep that in mind. KK, appreciate you letting me join you in the booth. I've been enjoying it so far. Looking forward to the next race at Rockingham, and hopefully maybe have a little bit more chaos, but either way, it's always great racing there, so definitely looking forward to that myself.
Yeah, I'm always like, league admins always want, make it a clean race and stuff, but man, I like, yellows make it special, mix it up, or sometimes when you don't want one to come up, especially like a fuel strategy race, but that's what's fun about racing. It's very random in that way where
anything can happen, and it's been that way this season, in this young season. So really excited to pick up after we celebrate Memorial Day. Remember, we're honoring and mourning the military personnel who have died while serving the United States here. So we just want to appreciate and observe that, and shout out to any of your family members that have been affected by that. Also, we have that 988 logo up on the board. Remember, that is the hotline you can call if you ever have those feelings, or if you can't reach out to anyone who wants some professional advice. Make sure you reach out to them, as we are always putting that on your putting that first and foremost here at on our broadcast, as we've had a lot of people affected by that. So with that being said, you guys enjoy your week off. I know I'm going to enjoy my week off not watching the Dover All-Star race for NASCAR, as that's a joke. I'm just kidding. I'm going to see what's going on and have a beer. But yeah, you guys check in with us. You guys have any more racing around? Let us know. You guys have any, not complaints, but constructive criticism for the broadcast, please reach out to me. Always looking to make this thing better. So yeah, please reach out. And yeah, you guys take care. God bless you guys. And until 2 Thursdays from now, we'll check in with you guys later. Have a great night. Take care, guys. And maybe the Ducks can pull one out of their backsides here. Or I'll be calling that 988 suicide prevention line here, maybe. So,
Go Avs.
Del McCarr. Turk. Take it easy. All right, good night, guys. Have a great one.
See you guys.